Sagittarius, how are y'all? My name is Ascending Synergy Tarot. I'll be doing a message, a spiritual guide message here for the month of July for us. Thank you so much for coming to this channel. I love you guys so much. I'm going to get right into it. This is our spiritual guides, your spiritual guides, for messages that they have for you for the month of July. So thank you, Spirit. So we got forgiveness, and then we had come out freedom right after it. So I'm gonna keep it out, and I like the different contrasts of purples here, complementing each other, but their own individualistic self. And that kind of gives me this metaphor of what's happening, where it's like someone complimenting you, but they're not at all like you, and it's vice versa, and allowing people to have this space for them to be themselves, and them giving you the space for you to be yourself. And it's such a great intertwining of energy if this can occur. Let me read these messages here for you. Also with this message, I'm getting like someone is once we were free from someone, once we gave someone a space and vice versa, someone starts to realize an energy here where I need to truly heal, because what I freed myself from essentially was a bridge I was not willing to or didn't desire to burn. And vice versa, someone did not mean to burn a bridge with you. So let's start with forgiveness. 52, breaking down to a 7. Yeah, I feel like someone, after a time of silence, being with oneself, ascertaining their wisdom, they start to realize that the energy of forgiveness helps you find the strength to forgive yourself for whatever judgments you impose upon yourself. Forgive yourself because you always act based on the knowledge you have at a certain moment in time. You can do no wrong. Forgiveness shows you that there is nothing to forgive. Okay? We are perfect just the way we are, right? So freedom, let me see. 68 is it? Bringing down to a 5. I feel like you guys are about to free yourself from things that you feel like you can't forgive. That it do feel like something of selfhood too here, where trying to desperately find the change needed to free yourself from how we view our mistakes in the past. I'm getting like a real self, not loafing, but like a self, and this is an internal thing. I don't even feel like you kind of are this to the world. It's just more so like an internal thing. This feels like it helps reach you to like your own freedom. We often search for freedom outside ourselves, which causes us to feel locked up and stuck. Freedom has nothing to do with circumstances surrounding us. It's an emotion that we can only find with ourselves. Yeah, this is interesting. It's like you're freeing. It's like you're freeing up stuff that plagued you, or it reminded you of burning bridges. It reminded you of things that you still hold dear and grieving from. because I do feel like it was mistakes in the past that is still plaguing you, and it's just time to forgive yourself, okay? Whatever that is, whatever it is, it's time to free yourself and give yourself some freedom, okay? Give yourself some more space in your space, you know. I don't want to be all scientific, but we are like 99% of atomic mass structure. And that's like equivalent to the mass in space. We're stardust, and you know, on a microcosm level, and all that saying, like, we are the shit. We are magical, and things happen in those spaces, and it's things that we could not be proud of. But I'm telling you, you're not the only one that feels like this. I promise you that. We all been there. And again, it's just I'm getting, oh Lord, I feel y'all energy. And it's like, you don't know though. I get it. But it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's more so like allow yourself to forgive. Like remember there's nothing to forgive, okay? And not in a negative way, in a real pure hearted, freeing yourself up for just creating more space in you. This feels beautiful. I feel like, oh, I love that this is on the bottom of the deck. Oh, thank you, Spirit. This reminds me to tell you that we are all encompassed of light and dark energy. No one's exempt from that. And that's just the reality of the situation so that it can help you move forward and free up some space for you. So let me pull some more energy here for Sagittarius. Oh wow, we have the third, the throat chakra here. Number 5, the frequency of throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression, our sense of peace and balance. Oh, why am I getting tell the truth? You guys are truth tellers, but this feels like some truths that don't nobody know, but only you, and it's a hidden truth. I feel like you just want to come out and talk about it so it can at least give you peace of mind. Ooh, this feels a little heavy. I think your perception could have changed off this. I feel like it's more so perceiving things as real and taking a hard look deep into it. Let me pull some energy here to see where this is at in your life for Sagittarius spirit for July. Okay, so we have Cancer and Mars. Mars and Cancers, and then we have the first house on the bottom of the deck. This is about you. Yeah, this do feel like self-expression, how you want people to see you, the impression that you give. This is definitely coming from also dynamics out of relationships or business relationships, family ties. But Mars and Cancer for me gives me your your sword is compassion. I feel like July is allowing you to be a little bit tender with your aggressive spirit. Okay, your energy in July is really more so about a sensitive nature. We are, Cancer season tropically, but this is more so allowing us to see what's true emotionally. What's that nurturing? How can we nurture through these different challenging times? This is also using your I'm getting somebody's could be manipulative. They're very manipulative. They use manipulative tactics. Excuse me, manipulative tactics um, as their driving force of energy. And it's like someone needs to be clear about their truth. This is interesting. Let me pull some tarot here. Kind of get more into this. Sagittarius spirit. Yeah, there it is. Oh, there it is. Like Sag, this let me just pull them all out, but I'm gonna keep that right here. This is wow, this is really beautiful. It's a lot going on, okay? And I see it. I see the anxiety, I see the stress, but just know that those delays, these obstacles, dealing with these arrogant ass people, or these, things are not aligning passionately, whatever the case is for you, just know this is a healing tactic from the universe, okay? The Mars in Cancer now brings. Oh, wow, okay. I know, right? That's so funny. Like when things come crumbling down like that, it's to teach us some lessons. Okay. Perhaps my lesson in life right now is to be a little bit more organized. That is a reflector of my personal life. And this feels very familiar because the energy feels very, very, very hurtful. Okay, I'm getting stuff that just is painful realizations on things, right? And it's bringing us into a very sensitive quality of ourselves, an understanding of other people's emotions and feelings. Um, it's like a true blue spiritual awareness that's taking place here, and it's so unknown to you. If this is something that you haven't experienced yet, this will come like a surprise to you because it wasn't planned or anything of that sort. It just literally just comes because your soul is, oh Lord, your soul is tired. Your soul is tired. And it's coming to rescue you. Oh, I've been wanting to cry all these readings. July has been a lot for a lot of people. Um, oof. I'm sorry to say this. I'm just trying to get myself together. But it just feels like your soul is coming to get you, and it's so on time. I'm getting it so on time because this like if something did not work out, something separated, if this is some sort of like company needing to selling off a company, if this is something that you put a lot of time and effort and foundation to, and seeing that it's not working out, that is traumatic. I get that. That is very traumatic. But throughout the interim of what is occurring, your soul then comes back to the tenacity of self, the courage of self, the willpower of self. I feel like there's passionate new opportunities that are unexpectedly coming in. They are of an inconsistent nature. However, they come, I feel like, right when you need them. Um, you know, pop a blade in reverse. This could be family dynamics. It could be the other woman dynamic as well. Um, Someone leaving another woman for another or another woman for another woman, leaving a marriage for the other woman. I am getting it. I apologize if that does apply to any of you, because that's messy. Yeah, I definitely feel like someone's getting divorced and going to another woman. They just feel more of a better fit for them. That's just for some of y'all. That's a little messy. And I see that kids are involved. One kid is okay with it, another one's not. But anyway, the point is, I feel like you just want to get your happy back. You want to get in that good vibratory space back. You want to be in a space of just equilibrium, which you are essentially are in July. You're in your element. The temperance is your energy. You are integrating every negative experience into a positive experience. You know the dynamics is a harmonious one. You know that's in everybody, in within yourself. This is an enlightened stage here that's taking place. I feel like just, this is bringing you so much wisdom and compassion for self. It's like sweetening you up, but in such a way that's so fucking powerful. I was gonna call you Libra, so this can involve a Libra. You have Libra in your chart, but this is so powerful. Damn, I was gonna say Aries. That's crazy, and it's Aries energy too. Oh God, Sagittarius. Sorry, it's y'all, right? Y'all are embodying all these people. That's what I'm getting. Like, you guys are like turning your pain into extreme divinity. It's like the ultimate alchemy tactic to use, and you're doing it because it's coming from a place of pain and tiredness, and you tired. It could be like you guys are tired of running from it, and it's like, that at this time, this point right now, I have to face it. It could be that kind of situation. Let me just clarify these for you. Okay. So yeah, this could involve like different codependency issues that could be arising up, and really depending on other people for your happiness, or depending on for them to answer your soul calling, and it's like you're tired of that, and it's like you see that it gets you nowhere, and the foundations that you create build off of relying on someone else's spirit for you to get going. It's not a good foundation to build anything off that concept here. And it's a full realization of it, because throughout time you realize that it's all within you, and any addictive quality behaviors, I feel like someone has a little bit too much fun, and that too much fun turns into it's because it's not that they're having too much fun. They have a lot of fun, but for the reason of escaping what is the issue that needs to be addressed. I'll take these. Okay, Spirit said no. Yeah, there's uh, uh listen, I was gonna say Scorpio because Scorpio came up. We have Aries energy again here. Somebody having too many drinks. You know, they celebrate them a lot. They do. um, but oh Lord, Sagittarius, I'm getting so much shit here. So excuse me. The first one I do see is again someone is in a third party situation, and it's like someone realizes they're just not happy with each other. They're not satisfied with one another. There's nothing wrong with neither one of them, king or queen. It's just they're not happy. They're not happy. They don't see the great investment in each other. Something of that sort too. And it's a third party involved, and someone is leaving for good. Something with a long history, but someone just wants more, out of life emotionally with connections. Um, I'm sorry again if that applies because it do feel like a big energy here. Someone's leaving to go into a new love interest, and someone has to heal from this type of dynamic that occurred. Righteous, rightfully so. Like that's traumatic because I don't see anything that's really wrong with this. This more so just feels like someone could just be overindulging. Someone is not yet honoring. It's like someone's being too damn greedy. You know what I'm saying? And they're overindulging and they're not realizing that they're creating like inertia in their own life. They're overindulging. They could be having fun now, but later on, they gonna realize that was some stupid shit that they was doing. And then here they go wanting to reconcile, whatever the case may be. Like, no, like, but I feel like that can happen if this happened a way long time ago and someone's real life changed. I mean, it really, life happens in such a weird way where through separation, you have these different changes, these experiences, and they really do shift people's perception and change, and that's what typically occurs. But someone again has to heal. There's a healing here. There's a clarity with spiritual advice is stating that it's time to really heal because you've been hurt. Something has hurt you. Something here that's very, very. It's like a secret. I'm getting somebody is holding a real life secret, and it's the more they hold on to it, the more damage they're doing to themselves. It's like they want to just come out and just tell the truth. But they know if they do that, this like some kind of connection will never be the same. But the more they hold on to it, the more they're in pain. Oh, wow. Let me get y'all some advice. These readings have just been absolutely ridiculous. So you are not the only one. I'm telling you, every single reading so far in July is a lot. Okay, so we have take charge with authority. I was gonna say Scorpio, so it's gonna involve Scorpio, but Sagittarius, this is definitely you just standing up and knowing, like, you know what, and this is 52, so I see 555. You guys definitely are in a different space. You guys have seen the worst of the worst right now, and you're coming out of that, or looking to come out of that. Even though it's still here, I do feel like the month of July is still going to be present because it's a lot going on with that energy. And it's really kind of coming up from the space of like codependency on. Yeah, this is feels just like I'm sorry, y'all. This definitely just feels like codependency issues is coming up too. So that we, once we stand firm in our selfhood, it do feel like that discipline is required too, so that we can feel a little bit more on the self-sufficient side of things here. This advice for you is, don't be afraid to take charge or use your voice. Be strong. Sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel like your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change that. There is no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. Oh, you have the energy and might to overcome drama or energy that aren't working for your growth. And it's time to take charge before you find yourself in a situation you don't want to be in. This is also bringing the energy of ambition, and it can show you that you have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are. Yeah, this is a revealing of true self, Sag. This is going to be interesting, okay? So I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.